REM, BBC Radio Berkshire, it's 10 minutes past 11. I wonder if you saw the Strictly Christmas special. Did you on Christmas Day? I was talking to Russell Grant, must have been a couple of weeks ago, and he was saying that he just loves it. He would go in there every single day and do it. And he actually said that it has completely changed his life and his career, and he just has a ball when he does Strictly. So he was so pleased to be asked on to the Christmas special. Well, former contestants Rachel Stevens, Lisa Riley and Chris Hollins joined him back in the ballroom. Bruce Forsyth, of course, was back, and Scott Cupit is one of the show's choreographers. He's coming to Reading in January to teach absolute beginners how to dance, and he joins me now on the programme. Very good morning to you, Scott.
Hi, Paul. How are you? And happy Christmas.
And happy Christmas to you. Did you have a nice one?
Fabulous. Yeah, did a lot of nothing with family.
Quite right. Did you watch Strictly on Christmas Day then?
I saw a little bit of it, not the whole thing, but it looked like a lot of fun and made me a bit jealous. I wish I was there. It looked like they were all having a really joyful time, so that was cool.
Yeah, and as I said, at least one of the contestants has said it's completely changed his life around. How did you get involved with Strictly?
Well, I'm more an assistant choreographer, so anytime they need Charleston or Lindy Hop or something like that, because I run a group called Swing Patrol, that's what we specialise in. So sometimes when the professional dancers don't specialise in a dance, they call in choreographers. So I work alongside a lady named Jenny. And because I worked on the Australian show, you probably can detect an accent, Jenny invited me to be part of Strictly Come Dancing when she was invited. So, yeah, I worked with her 4 couples and during this last season, and it was just a great experience.
So you'd be ideally placed to say, as somebody who's a choreographer outside the kind of television glamour, has the uptake amongst people like myself, just the man in the street, has the uptake of dancing increased since Strictly's come along?
I would say so, Paul. I mean, my school, Swing Patrol, has doubled in 12 months in terms of numbers coming through the door for weekly classes. So, that will tell you something, the size and the impact that perhaps the show's had a big part in. It's not the only factor, but definitely, I mean, it's incredible. The show just always do Charleston. I've never seen... It hasn't been like that in previous years, the predominance of Charleston. So obviously that's my area. And, so many people, I mean, throw in The Great Gatsby and things like that. But, Charleston's had a great resurgence suddenly.
I'm just wondering whether it gives people unrealistic expectations, because the folk on Strictly, they're doing it all day and they're doing it with experts who are showing them every move. Do you think it's a bit unrealistic?
No, I don't. I think people come to a class, one, they want to meet some new people, New Year's resolution, they want to have some fun, they want to learn a few steps, and I think they hop into a class, say there's 60 people, everybody's in the same boat, everybody has to learn the basics, and, obviously on the show you see a lot of lifts and aerials, and I think people realise you're not going to do that in your week 1 opening beginner class, but hopefully it gives them hope more than fear.
Well, let's hope so, because you're going to be teaching newbies, so to speak. You're coming to Reading in January, and you're going to be working with absolute beginners. But before we talk about exactly what you're going to do, I'm wondering whether there are people, and I would count myself amongst this band, who are just unteachable.
No, I absolutely think that everybody... I mean, I've specialised in many two left feet, and people say that, including my brother, and I think with a little bit of passion, and the best dancers are the ones having a laugh, and we have some people come along all the time at Swing Patrol and they just have a good laugh, and they're not going to be world champions, but they have the best time, and you can learn a few basic steps, and you can get out there and have some fun. So you probably won't make it on Strictly, everybody, but I think it's such a joyful thing, just moving to music. That's what it is, and if you don't do it in perfect rhythm, who cares? It's just dancing. Yeah,
no, you're right. We shouldn't lose the fun element. But what makes the difference between somebody like, Caroline Flack, who won this year, somebody who can move, and somebody who's a bit of a wooden top like Judy Murray? I mean, what makes the difference? Why is one good and the other one is like a statue?
It's a good question. I worked with Judy, and I had it was a privilege to work alongside her and Anton, and of course I met Caroline on the set. And definitely they have different backgrounds and different experiences, and they, God gave them different rhythm. And Judy struggled a bit, but obviously she could probably hit a tennis ball better. And I just think that's that thing in life, that people are given different gifts and different skill sets. And there's no doubt Judy struggled every week, and Anton kept her feet off the ground, which was quite comical in the end, so she wouldn't get out of time. But that's all part of the fun. But definitely, Caroline was just so gifted, and she'd pick up something. It's just like in anything in life, some people just are born with a stronger rhythm and movement in their bodies.
I do love you giving away the fact that you just kept her feet off the ground so she didn't muck it up for her. That's
Anton
great.
was so funny. Yeah, even in rehearsals, he'd always be like, is there any chance we could put another lift in? And we knew what he was up to.
Wonderful. Well, let's talk about what you're going to be doing in Reading in January. What exactly are you up to?
Well, the side story is that I went on Dragon's Den in the last series as well, and Deborah Meaden invested in Swing Patrol. And so we decided to put this national tour on because we thought it'd be great to share this wonderful dance that I mainly love, which is the old Lindy Hop, the old Jitterbug. And so we have some great neighbours, and our closest neighbour to London is Reading. And we're putting this big collaborative swing ball on January 10th at the Reading Town Hall, where it'll be absolutely beginner focused. So you walk in and take a lesson. There'll be taxi dances. There'll be a floor show. There'll be the London Gay Big Band are coming to town. And they, of course, were on Britain's Got Talent, so they've got their own sort of pull and fans. And it should be a great night with our sponsor Keds are there with free popcorn for everybody. You could have as much as you want. So it's one of those nights where we specifically have tailored it so it's not just us and them. It's not like there's the dancers and then there's the non-dancers. You can come in and feel like you're part of it and take a lesson, and there'll be all these games during the night, and it'll be quite specifically aimed at new dancers to have a good time.
Wonderful. So if somebody like myself comes along and I think, wow, that was enjoyable, I'd like to take this further, will people be there to advise about classes?
Yeah, that's right.
Like that?
So it's a collaborative swing ball with all the wonderful Reading swing dancers, and there's quite a few of them, and it's got a little growing scene as well. So they'll be all on hand, and I'll be introducing them so people at the end of the night know exactly who to talk to, where the classes are in your area. And so, yeah, we're really excited about it. And they're a great group in Reading. They really know how to dance, and they're a good... they know what they're doing, so you'll be in good hands. And, let's hope it's great for everybody. Great for Reading, great for Swing Patrol, and great for the old dancers that we love, the Charleston, the Lindy Hop, and so forth.
Great, Scott. Well, thanks for joining us. Remind us just before you go exactly where and when once again.
So it's the Reading Town Hall on January the 10th in the evening. So if you look at the Swing Patrol website, you just Google Swing Patrol London, you'll be able to see that. And, we hope to see you there, and we promise it'll be a great night.
Well, I look forward to that. Scott, thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thanks, Paul.
Have a happy new year. Thanks a lot.
And to you. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye-bye. Scott Cupit there, one of the assistant choreographers on Strictly. And once again, in case you missed it, it's the Reading Swing Ball, 7 o'clock on the 10th of January at the Reading Town Hall in Blackgrave Street. And you can get more details online, as Scott said. This is BBC Radio Berkshire.